Hey guys, so today's video is going to be about extension. And what I'm basically going to be covering is why extension isn't really something that we want to spend a whole lot of time talking about for hitters that don't turn their body very well with their hands deep and their arms bent. So ideally, what we want to turn like is we want to turn with our arms bent like this in the beginning, so that way we have the ability to adjust by extension. But what happens a lot is a lot of coaches will talk about getting to full extension as a way to generate power. Now, there's a reason that this doesn't really work, and the reason is because when my hands shoot forward using the muscles in my arms, assuming this happens before my body starts turning. So, like I just demonstrated, there is a way that you can use extension to your advantage and have it be good, but if your hands and arms fire before your hips and shoulders rotate, then the extension is always going to be bad and always make our barrel pivot back. So I'm going to kind of use this 9 ball right here. This is like a pitch catcher for pitchers. I just kind of want to show you exactly how this works and why it's so important not to extend early in our swing, if anything. So all that I'm going to do here is I'm going to do my step, and then instead of turning my body like this, like I usually would, I'm going to start kind of throwing my hands and try to bring them to extension pretty quickly. And you'll see what happens to my barrel. So boom, I go like this. And what happens is my hands shoot forward, and what happens to my bat is because my hands are shooting forward, the weight at my end of my bat wants to flop this way, and my barrel doesn't actually turn into the path of the pitch. This can make hitters really, really susceptible to outside pitches, and every single ball they might hit might be like a little spinner out to the right side. So if you're a hitter, or your son or daughter is a hitter, where every ball that they hit oppo really tails out to the right, assuming that they're a right-handed hitter, then this might be something that they're doing and you might want to fix it. So ideally what we want to do, I'm going to use this 9 ball again, is we want to hold our hands back and keep our elbows bent when we start our turn, so that way when we turn our body, our barrel turns into the zone deep way back here, which then allows us to intersect the pitch back by the catcher's glove. But then also, if we realize that we're too early on the pitch, we can extend our hands out then in order to hit the ball hard. So extension, a lot of coaches think of it as a tool to generate power. It's not. It's a tool for adjustment if you realize in the middle of your swing that you swung too early or that you swung in the wrong location. So it is a good thing to be able to do, but it's important the timing of which you do it and the order of which it's taught. So a lot of coaches will teach extension too early. They'll teach it like right away when a kid is first starting to learn how to hit. And what'll happen is you end up with a swing that looks like this, and the hips don't really turn at all, the shoulders don't turn at all, and as a result, that hitter has a really downward path and a really pushy swing that creates a ton of problems with them. Extension can be good, but it has to be after the hips turn and the shoulders turn, and then the extension can happen and it can be productive. But until then, we don't even really want to talk about it. A lot of really good hitters, the one that pops into my head right away when I think about hitters that don't extend very much that are really successful is Mike Trout. This guy, if you watch any of his videos, and I'll slap a video of him right on after this, almost every swing that he takes, he makes contact with the ball like this with a really nice shoulder tilt, and then just comes out of the zone without having his elbows come together at all and extending at all. His timing is so good that he doesn't really need extension. Now, he's an amazing hitter. I'm not saying that your son or daughter, or you, whoever's watching this, might not need extension. Extension is a good tool in your swing toolbox, but before you learn how to turn, it shouldn't be applied. So you got to turn well with your elbows bent in the beginning, and then you can use extension as a tool to help you swing. Please subscribe to my page. I'd really appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day.